look at my face. It's so puffy. It's so... I had a lot of sugar last night for dinner. It wasn't the best stuff, but look, it's just so squishy and puffy. Anyway, what am I doing here? I'm thinking about that question that sometimes gets posed more online. No one's asked me in person yet because it is quite an interesting question to ask. Where do you get your wisdom from? I mean, that implies that you have some wisdom within you. I don't know how far that goes. But I was thinking, man, if someone asked me that, that's a hard question to answer. Like, you need a moment to think about it, right? And it might sound really simplistic, but when I'm looking for wisdom, I go back to basics. And what I mean by that is I go back to children's stories, fairy tales, and or parables. Because when you're a kid, you hear them, and you're like, oh, that's lovely. And then when you get older, with the school of hard knocks and life coming at you, you go, oh, wow, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. I'm trying to think. Now I'm all lost. Like Hansel and Gretel, like you got to look after yourself, right? Your parents might abandon you. All this crap might happen, but you got to defend yourself, look after yourself. That's a big one. I'm trying to think of even one of the Grimm's fairy tales that's not coming to mind, or Aesop tales. Aesop's got one, how this flock of birds has been known for naughty stuff, like they eat the crops. And then there's this stork in there that just hangs out with them. Anyway, they're bad birds and the stork are eating the crop. Farmer comes and he set up traps. So he tries getting them. Most of the naughty birds go in. The stork's caught up there. And the stork goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. I wasn't actually eating anything. I was just hanging out. They're my friends. And the farmer goes, yeah, but I'm judging you with the flock you're hanging around with. And you go, oh, wow. Yeah. But it's a lot easier to digest when you're a young kid going, oh, it's a bird story. Now you're older, you go, that's a life story told with birds and farming connections. So that, for me, if I'm feeling lost or anything, I've got the Brothers Grimm, I've got a little Aesop tales, and hey, there's the internet. I can look up and go, let me just look up a fairy tale and go, ooh, yeah, that's got some good stuff in that fairy tale. I think my favorite one I was trying to deconstruct was The Little Mermaid. Not the lovely Disney happy ending thing, the original tale where you see the Little Mermaid, I'll call her, Little Mermaid, and the sisters rock up at the end because they're on the boat. Princess is marrying someone else. Little Mermaid's like, oh no. So the sisters rock up, and as they come to the surface, the Little Mermaid sees that their hair's cut, and she goes, what happened to your hair? Like, that's your pride and joy, including, I like my hair. And they went, well, we wanted to rescue you, so we went to the witch and said, we need something to help our sister come back and join us because whatever's happening on the surface is not working out. So we went to her, and she said the only way to break the curse is if you use this particular dagger that's been infused with magic and all that. You stab him, kill him, and then you can jump in the water and join us. And they paid for it with their hair. And she goes, oh, wow. So sisters throw it up there and said, hurry up. It's got to happen before sunrise. And we love you. Bye. Pew, go in the water. So that's very interesting. That happened. And, of course, the Little Mermaid, she goes into the room and goes, oh, no, I can't kill him. I really love him, so I'm not going to kill him. So she goes up to the rear of the ship, who knows what that's properly called, rear of the ship, chucks the knife away, and as the sun comes up, she jumps off, and I think in this particular legend, the foam of the ocean are the dead mermaids. Like, when they die, they just turn into foam in the ocean. So she jumps off, but instead of turning into foam, the wind catches her because God and the angel saw the good deed she did and said, hey, that's really good. You weren't selfish and looking after yourself. You gave yourself for someone else, so we're going to reward you, but you have to work because you're not a human. You're a mythical creature. So the wind took her. She got transformed into like an angel, and she got told to work and look after kids for 1,000 years. But at the end of the story, it's like, yep, she did 1,000 years, and now she's living up in heaven. That's cool. I mean, so for that, teaching that to a little kid is like, you should think about others, give more than you get, in a very roundabout way of saying it. And then if the kids are at the beach, they go, at the beach. That came out really quickly. Kids are at the beach. They look and go, ha ha ha, dead mermaids in the water. What do you mean, Charlie? It's all the foam. I don't want to step on the dead mermaids. It's a fairy tale. You're fine. They're dead. There was a moment where I was a kid and I went, I'm stepping on dead mermaids. And there's seaweed and dead mermaids. Oh no! That's where I go for wisdom. Yeah. How you doing?